It reminded me of this guy who I met in Texas one time who had seen a Yeti Bigfoot type thing in Upshur County when he was 14, which kind of jives with like the poltergeist thing, you know, it's usually young adolescents.
You ready to go? Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so this is an area that I haven't been to in a couple years. It's a particularly beautiful place that I like to hunt. It's definitely off the beaten path. It's a pretty big effort to get here, but I find that it's worth it in that get away from some of the crowd and the birds are a little less pressured. So anything that makes the birds want to sit for my dog's point, I'm in favor of, and I'm willing to go the extra mile to get that. So let's see what Riggs can show me today. We can do it. Let's take it nice and easy. There's fresh bird right there. Yeah, he's immediately birdie right here. Okay, my GPS is telling me that I've got Riggs on point just out in front of me. And I'm going to try to slowly make my way down to him. Dang it. Dang it. It's almost a good thing I didn't hit him. You know what? I knocked a few feathers off. That was it. Here's a cliff right here, I'm pretty sure. Hunting in this terrain can be really challenging. The shots are fast and awkward, and even if you hit one, the retrieve can be almost impossible. Part of the difficulty of hunting in this kind of stuff is sometimes there's shots you almost don't want to take because the bird will be too hard to recover. But that's the way it goes around here. I tell you what, one thing you got to do when you hunt in a place like this is take a minute to look around. Taking in this beautiful landscape is a big part of why I come in here. It's just breathtaking. One of the other challenges, of course, is the hiking. It's very steep, and you're constantly struggling to keep your footing. One thing that's handy about ground this steep is I can just put my hand out and it's on the ground. It's almost like a handrail. Oh my gosh, I hate these grassy northern slopes. They're the worst. They're super steep and they don't have any ledges or toe holds for your feet. So you're just constantly slipping, sliding, and every step is, you know, a butt puckering experience. I kind of slipped and fell a little bit and stuck my hand down right into a cactus. And it's got the, you know, the big spines that you always see, but there's like 100 of these tiny things, which are not going to be easy to get out. So now every time I grab something, these get shoved in my skin. Ah, f***ing hell. Ah, f***ing hell. Ah, that sucks. That sucks bad. Got rigs up here on point. I gotta figure out a way up this shit. He's right up that way. Shit, I don't think I can do it. That sucks. I don't know where I'm gonna have to go to get around this thing. He's already been up there 4 or 5 minutes. It took quite a while to find a way up to Riggs, and when I did, he started tracking. We got 2 birds down. That one's way the hell down there, and the other one's way the hell down there. The first one I shot was pretty far out, and it wasn't hit very hard. The second one appeared to fall dead. He tracked those dudes forever. That was beautiful. Alright, our bird is somewhere down there. Way down there. Riggs finds his way down there and goes on point. You got it, buddy? I'm guessing this is our crippled bird, because Riggs doesn't point unless the bird is alive. You do got it. I can see it. That is our lively one. Good boy. Well, I was surprised at how well that bird flew. So that was our injured one. We have a more severely injured one in here somewhere. Good boy, Riggsy. Good boy. Good dog. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. That was one I was worried about finding. So hopefully the other one will be easier. Well, it definitely wasn't easier. In fact, we never found the bird. We looked for a long time, and everywhere I could possibly think of that it could have fallen, but just couldn't come up with it. My best guess is that it actually fell and got stuck somewhere in the rimrock cliff where we couldn't get to. So once again, the terrain seems to have given us another challenge. Well, we had a couple more contacts on this hunt, but we weren't seeing a lot of birds, so I decided to go ahead and cut this one short so that we could start making our way to our next campsite. All right, we just pulled into one of my favorite campsites on the planet, down here on the river. It is just one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. It's very secluded. It is at the very end of a very long, very remote road. It's just one of those places I'll always cherish. Chukar hunting takes us to beautiful places, and that's one of my favorite things about it. And most of this you see is public land. Isn't that incredible? I can take off in almost any direction and go have an adventure. It's an unbelievable thing. Well, we got a beautiful morning here. Gonna try some new territory today. It's close to where I've hunted before, and I did pretty well. So I think we'll get into some birds, but you never know. So it's always good to check out new country. You guys be good. All right, boy. You ready to do this, old man? Yeah, I can start calling you that now, can't I? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you big dork. Huh? Huh? All right, buddy. Don't get too excited. We probably got a while before we see some birds. You know what? All right, let's go. On these hunts where we start down by the river, we usually have to do a good amount of climbing before we see any birds. Now I've gotten an alert that Tubbs is on point up above me. Good boy, buddy. Dead bird. Approaching those birds from underneath gave me a great shooting opportunity. That right there, my friends, is why I come here. Oh, that was beautiful. I think it's rolling down the hill. Oh, he got it. See, he's all the way down there. Hey, boy, Tubby. Hey, boy, Tubbs. So I shot that bird dead right here, and it went all the way down, probably 120 yards, and that's just straight down. Gotta have a good retriever out here. That's a good boy. Yeah, you are the man. Thank you, buddy. You were ready to let go of that one, weren't you? Holy cow. Said it before when I've been out here. Every bird out here is a trophy, and you know, I don't think there's quite as many birds here as there is in a lot of parts of the country this year, for sure. But it's just an incredible place to chase a bird. If I get one or two flushes like that, I'm good for all day. That's all I need. It's pretty awesome. Ooh, there's a hawk up there. Or an eagle. Wonder what he's up to. I've not known eagles to be bird killers, but who knows out here. Now I've got Tubbs on point again, and I'm just kind of slowly making my way down to him. was hoping the birds would be just off his nose, but now I'm thinking that they're probably underneath this little rim rock outcrop. Dead bird, buddy, dead bird. I hit that bird pretty well, but it kept rolling down the hill. Dead bird, be careful, bud. Alright, he found his way down there. He's right there, close to where it went down. It appears this bird fell off a couple terraces of rim rock, so I put a waypoint on it and decided to come back to it on our way down the mountain. I tell you, when you can find any kind of little ledge like this, kind of a game trail type thing, oh, it's wonderful. It's the best feeling ever after side hilling a bunch. Because for the most part, every step out here is just wrenching your foot one way or the other, forward, back, side to side. And there's really not a, at least I've never found a way to like prepare yourself for it. Indiana doesn't have a whole lot of 60-degree slopes for me to train on. All right, Tubbs is back on point here. Now he's pointing downhill, so we can assume the birds are below him. So I decide to use the terrain to hide my approach by going off to the left, losing elevation, and then coming in from underneath. Now I'm a long ways down the hill from where Tubbs is off to my right, and I get a bit of a surprise. I've got a bird down there, but Tubbs is still on point, so I keep making my way up to him. Now I'm up where I can see Tubbs, and he's still staunch on point. Now we're talking. Dead bird, Tubby. Dead birds. Attaboy, attaboy, come here. Attaboy, Tubbs, come here. That one's flopping down the hill on us. Good boy, Tubby. Good boy, give. Tubby, dead bird, dead bird. Attaboy. Good boy, Tubbs. Attaboy. We're gonna have 3 to get on this one, buddy. Good dog, good dog. Good boy. All right, give. We got another one. Dead bird over here. I got 1 on the first shot and 2 on the second. Dead bird. Dead bird, dead bird. Dead bird, fetch. Attaboy. Good boy. Good boy. Give. Whoo! All right. That was a pretty awesome little sequence there. Whew. I didn't want to jinx it by saying anything, but we totally had the drop on him here. Tubbs is on point right up here behind me, pointing down. And so they're down in this little mini draw right here. But as I'm coming in over there, a covey gets up and I shoot one out of it. But then I'm like, that's not anywhere near where Tubbs was. And I look at my watch and Tubbs is still on point. And I knew where he was, and I knew he was back in here, and I was like, oh, we got him. Because I don't know if this will come out in the camera real well, but because of this draw and because of the way I was approaching from underneath coming up the draw, Tubbs had him pinched from above. They were completely surrounded. They had only one way out, and that was right by me. And as I recall the flush, you know, those birds were just kind of boiling. It's because they couldn't just dive down the hill like they wanted to and go right past me. They had to kind of boil up and try to get up and around me. Chukar don't like to do that. They like to just jump off something and soar down. That was a perfect little kill zone. And we got another one. Dead bird. Dead bird, fetch. Good dog. Good boy, Tubbs. Good boy. You the man, buddy. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't have to go down there. I was able to cast him down there. He went down and got it for me. Good man. Good boy. Good dog. Woo. Yes, sir. Now it looks like Tubbs is working something over to my right. God damn. Hope I didn't put my birds up. Tubby's on point right here. That was awesome. Dead bird. He must be on it. This was another one that hit the ground dead, but rolled way down the hill. Well, we just got down here to where that bird fell. It was stone cold dead, and it fell down three terraces of rim rock before it finally stopped rolling. Even a stone cold dead retrieve is not simple in here, but we got him. That's the main thing. Now Tubbs is on point off to my right, and he doesn't look real sure, so I'm thinking the birds are probably down below this layer of rim rock. Lo and behold, it's a covey of quail. Cool. He's on it. That's a nice little surprise. Oh, is it a boy? Oh, these dudes are so pretty. Cool. Easy. Now Tubbs has a couple more locked down. I hit that bird, but it didn't go down right away. Oh, we got it. Good boy, bud. It was dead after all. Good boy. Here. Hey. Bonus quail. That was a big day. That was a big day, wasn't it, Tubby? Yeah, that was a big day. That's a big day. If you would like to get more of this kind of content, you've got to check out my Patreon page, where I post exclusive bonus episodes along with other videos about gear, trip planning, e-scouting, training, and any other subject we can come up with that might help the traveling hunter. Get access to all that extra content at patreon.com/Eric Forrester. Okay, another new spot today. This spot is not an obvious spot, so I don't have super high expectations for it, but it's one of those deals where I feel like I just need to hunt everywhere and just see what happens. You never know where you might find a little honey hole, or, you know, they just happen to be there that day. That's one thing about chukar is, you know, they'll move around some, and they just are where they are. So hopefully they're here today. All right, buddy. Here we go. All right, you ready to go, bud? All right. Yeah, you ready to go, buddy? So I've got Riggs out, and he starts this day off with an absolutely gorgeous piece of dog work. It was really pretty the way the sun was hitting him on this hillside, and I decided I just had to have a picture of this one. Then after I get up there, he starts what ends up being a really long track. Now we've gone up and over a ridge, and he's locked down in this little draw. So I go out wide and try to come in from the side. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my man. Good boy, Rixie. Good boy, buddy. That is a good boy. Oh, my gosh, that was so pretty. What a way to start our morning right there. That was beautiful work, my man. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that was freaking awesome. All right, we got Riggs on point, 184 right down this ridge. Go see what he's got. Riggs right there. Just a couple minutes later here. I'm gonna go around this knob, come in just underneath him. I'm assuming I probably can see him right now, and I know they can see me. Now I'm coming in from the other side, and Riggs is just off to my right. I think it went down. This bird is hit, but not super hard. Now it's dead. Riggs, dead bird. Atta boy, buddy. Good boy, bud. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Come here. Give. Good boy. Dead bird over here. Dead bird. Looks like he's tracking. Tracking. He must be alive if it's gone that far. Look at that young man coming up this mountain with that bird. Oh man, that was a hell of a track. He got out of sight and he was gone for like 3 minutes. And now here he comes. Good boy, Riggsy. Good boy. Riggs, give. Good boy. You are the man. A dog that will pursue cripples like that is so valuable here. I've said it 1,000 times. I'll keep saying it because it's just true. Oh, such a good job, buddy. Such a good job. Oh, proud of you, bud. You know, we all like a dog that can get out there and point birds and find birds, and that is certainly job number one. But a very close second for me is a dog that will pursue down birds. And now I'm not talking about you drop a bird and they go get it and they bring it back to you. I'm talking about dogs that will track and don't give up. For me as a breeder, for my brother as a breeder, that's very important to us. It's one of the things that drew us to wire hairs to begin with, was their tenacity and their grit and determination on retrieving game. I got to tell you, it just makes me so happy. I'm trying to give a little spiel here, and Riggs is going on point again. So, anyways, it makes me so happy to see that work being done by Riggs, and just that pursuit on cripples is just so awesome. I eat it up. I love it. I didn't think I was sitting there that long, but Riggs is already out at 260 on point. Oh gosh, he's not even giving me time to sit here and wax poetic about him. Okay, now I'm making my approach, and Riggs is just up the hill to my right. Oh, he's sailing on me. God dang it. Wow, just a single. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Should have had that one. Unfortunately, that was the start of a bad little shooting streak. I get a couple more opportunities here and absolutely whiff. Well, that wasn't a great way to end that hunt, but I had a couple more hours of daylight left, and it's been a pretty easy day so far, so I figured I'd get Savvy out. Here you go, baby. Here you go. Yeah, you're ready to go. So, Savvy's been carrying one of her back legs on this trip, and I'm a little worried that she's hurt, but so I'm going to just take her on this quick little afternoon hunt and see how she does. Okay. Yeah, she's still carrying it. Well, hurt leg and all, just takes her about 10 minutes to be on point. And the bad shooting continues. That was an easy one. It doesn't get any easier than that. I'm so sorry, Savvy. That was beautiful. God, what a gorgeous point that was to walk in on. It's hard not to be upset about that. Really hard. All right, Savvy's got some more lockdown here. And I get an opportunity at a sure thing. And after considering the way I've been shooting, I decide to take it. So on the first shot I ground pounded, Then the second one I hit pretty hard, but it sailed down the hill on us. Had to be done, folks. I've missed too many birds today and watched too much good work by the dogs go unrewarded. I'm sure some people will take issue with ground swatting, but I don't do it often, and I only do it in certain situations, certain circumstances. Well, let's hope she's got a mark on that one that sailed on us. Oh, she's got it. She's chasing it right now. She's trying to figure out how to get down that steep slope. Okay, she's way down there. Oh, all the way. Oh my God, all the way down to the bottom now. Good girl. Tough retrieve. Got the one I ground pounded laying in here somewhere. All right, I found the one I headshot. I'll go help her figure out how to get up here to me. She's still trying to figure out how to get up here. She has gone all around the world to try to get back to me. Sebby! 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 Fuck. And she dropped it somewhere. Where's your bird? You lost me, didn't you? Fuck. We gotta go get it now. I'm sure you were scared, honey. I'm sorry. That was a tough one. Well, we got our bird, but it took a little extra work. So I don't know if it came out in the camera or not, but about halfway down when Savvy was chasing that bird, there was some rim rock, and it's this rim rock right behind me. It's about 18, 20 feet or so of rim rock, and it's pretty much straight down. And so when she was chasing the bird down the hill, she just sent it off of it. She just went. And so she tracks the bird another 100, 125 yards down the hill, gets it, and then comes back up here to this rim rock, and she can't get up. So she's like running back and forth, and it's about a 200-yard span of this rim rock, and she can't find a way back up. So this goes on for a while, and I can see it on the GPS. She's just running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And anyways, she ends up going like 300 yards in that direction to get around it and then come back up and up to where I was. I had no idea it'd be so, far before she could get up. Anyways, she shows back up without the bird. That meant that we had to come back down here and get it, because I knew what happened. I knew she just dropped it and, kind of panicked and dropped it and went looking for me. So we came back down. She easily came down here and pointed it and scooped it up for me. But we got the bird. Just took a little more work than I was expecting. But she did great on that. What a beautiful point that was, and awesome flush. All right, this is a few minutes later, and I've got Savvy on point, kind of up by this ridge. And she seems to be pointing and tracking and trying to stay with some running birds. When I get up to her, I can tell by her body position that she doesn't quite have them locked down yet. So after one more adjustment, she pins them for me. It's down-ish. God dang it, got another one soaring. Look at that shit. Oh, he's hit hard too. Boom, right there. Okay, he's in that kink of the road. Yeah, the truck's right there. I'm gonna save that one. We'll go get in the truck, hop down, find that one. He was hit pretty hard. God, that was gorgeous. All right, we drove over here to where I think that bird went down earlier today. We got Savvy out, see if she can find it for us. Dead bird, dead bird. Good girl. It was right there. Awesome. Good girl, Savvy. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. All right, thank you, baby. Good job, honey. Good job. Yep, he was right where we left him. All right, that was a nice way to cap off this beautiful day. Well, that's a wrap for this episode, but this was a phenomenal trip, and I've got lots more footage to share with you. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
it.